Hey everybody, I am Fifa87 and welcome to my channel. Guys, I love FIFA. I love FIFA with a passion. I love playing it. I love spending hours on it. I love to learn about this game. So, I've been playing this game since FIFA 12. Yeah, it's been a long time, I know. FIFA 12, and I've learned some things along the way. And I want to share those things that I've learned along the way when I apply them to the new FIFA. So if you follow me in my journey, we'll play an RTG, Road to Glory. No money will be put into the game. We will just grind to make coins through market, through gameplay, and through rewards. So let's see if you can get the best rewards possible. So guys, let's start this journey, okay? Okay guys, so we're gonna start with the Premier League team. Everyone wants to play the Premier League team every year. They have the best players in the world in that league, like Van Dijk, De Bruyne, Mane, Salah, Firmino, Aguero. They have such good players. But unless you're very lucky at the start, you won't be able to get those players, and you won't have money for them. So we'll have to start with a smaller team. Okay. So I did my analysis. So, and this is the players that I think. I'm not gonna say the most overpowered because I try to avoid some overpowered players because, as you know, in the start of FIFA, everyone boosts the price of a certain player all the way up, and then you end up paying like 5k for a player, and what, 5 days or 1 week later is like 1k. So I try to avoid some of those players. Some I couldn't avoid. So these are my picks. I hope that you enjoy them. Okay. So we're gonna start on goal. Okay, we have Fabianski on goal. You see, he's a very well-rounded goalkeeper with 80 diving, 82 handling, 82 reflexes, and 81 positioning. So very well-rounded. I think that's very important for a goalkeeper. And at the start of the game, I think you should put a chem style on him to boost his reflection and positioning, because unless you find a guy with extreme luck, that's a Kevin De Bruyne that can shoot from the midfield and score, you shouldn't have a problem. Honestly, you shouldn't be having a problem with that. So people are gonna try to go in the box and score from inside the box. So that's why reflexes and positioning are key elements right at the start of the game. I really think that if you boost these two, and if it's the same as FIFA 20, you'll end up with reflexes of 90 and positioning of 90 as well. And there's another thing why I chose Fabianski. He's Polish, so he won't give you a lot of good links. He'll give you links to the Prem, but he won't give links for hybrids. So maybe this goalkeeper might be a little bit more cheap. Okay, for the right back, I got Yedlin. I hope I didn't butcher his name. For some reason, Footbin doesn't not giving me the individual stats, so I really can't give you a more detailed information. But the way it usually is, pace is king, and you can notice that because I think EA this year is trying to reduce pace on people, so that there's a progression and you're not blasting off right at the start. I think Edlin should be the right back that you should start with, because as you can see, he is very fast and he has 70 defense and 68 physical. If you put again a camp style guardian, if I'm not mistaken, to boost the defense and physical, he's going to be a very very solid right back to start with, not striker, right back to start with. And he has that advantage, the same as Fabianski. He does give links to the Prem, but it's going to be very hard to give links outside the Prem, so it might be a little bit more cheap. Uh, Next, we have Eric Bailey. Bailey. Let's say Bailey, okay? Uh, this is a very good card to start with. 74 pace. Defending 79 with 80 interceptions, 80 standing tackle, 81 sliding tackle. Okay, physical, jumping 82. Stamina is not that much of a problem because he's gonna stay back. Strength and aggression, that's sweet. If you put a hawk on this guy, he's gonna look really good. And again, it's that situation with the other ones. Is from Ivory Coast, so he's gonna be very hard to link, except with Prem. So yeah, you can might be good to get. And remember, you put the anchor. Just say a hawk a little while ago. No, no, no. I meant an anchor. You put an anchor on him, he's gonna go through the roof. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna be a very good one. Now Sanchez. Okay, I think Sanchez might be very expensive because everyone remembers Sanchez from last year. Last year, Sanchez was a very good defender to start with. He was, if I'm not mistaken, 84. He got a downgrade to 81, but still, he has some incredible stats like the defending, physical, pace. Doesn't have that much acceleration, but yeah, he has. This is a really good card. I think this might be a little bit expensive, but if you put an anchor on him, you're gonna boost that pace and the defending and the physical. Or if you want, because 87 aggression is really good. If you are one of those lucky ones that get a shadow at the start, or you do the objectives, because usually when you start FIFA you have the objectives. You can put the shadow on him, and he's gonna be very, very crazy to play with. Uh, Tierney, okay, so he is fast. He has the physical, but he doesn't have the defending. Okay, I think again, like I mentioned before, it's because it's Scottish. It's a very hard nation to link, so it's going to be mostly exclusive to the Prem. So I think its price won't be going through the roof. Like Digne, for example. Digne is a good card, and is French, so you can link with a lot of other good French players. I would suggest that you'd put maybe because he's already so fast. Maybe put the Guardian to boost the defending and the physical. So yeah, that would be my opinion. Okay, then you have Ferran Torres from Manchester City. So every year, every single year, Premier League has this crazy problem with the right wing. They don't have a decent right wing until you get to Salah. Until you get to Salah, there's no good right wing. Maybe I think Lucas. You can go with Lucas, but Lucas is going to be a bit expensive at the start. He has a good acceleration, not a lot of sprint speed. He has dribbling, passing is good. His shooting is 76. It's okay. I would suggest you putting a hawk on them. Yeah, you put a hawk so you can boost the acceleration, the speed, the shooting, and the physical, especially so you can get a little bit more strength. But yeah, this is a good card to start with, and gives you some very nice links if you want to go, if you want to mix, doing a hybrid. Uh, Podense, the guy that came from Greece to Wolves, the most Portuguese team, well, than the Portuguese team. The Portuguese league doesn't have as much Portuguese people as the Wolves does, or do in this case. So yeah, guys, he's fast and he's good at dribbling. I really think dribbling this year is going to be something very important. I think it might be the meta. The meta might be fast skillers, small, like last year. Remember, two FIFAs ago, the meta was high players to header, so they can do headers. This year, it's going to be small ones. I'm assuming that he has one very, very, very big problem. He can't shoot. He literally can't shoot. So I suggest you put a finisher on him, so he gets more physical and gets more shooting, because dribbling is quite good for the start, and acceleration is also very good for the start. So I really suggest you don't tinker with these. Okay, midfield. Okay, midfield. I think Fred is a good CDM. Okay, as you can see, his defending, he has 82 interceptions. That's quite good. He's fast. He dribbles. So I really think you put a shadow on this guy, and he's gonna go boom. He's gonna be very good. All these is gonna go, maybe if it works like the other years, it's gonna go to a 90s. All of this will go to an 80, almost 90. So I think he's gonna be a very good CDM to start with, because when you notice that the defending is just 75, but remember his heading accuracy is terrible. It's so low. so that's gonna it drags his numbers down. But I think he's gonna be very good. He's gonna be the defensive midfield, so you don't need that much of his shooting. You do need the passing, which he does have a very good passing. You do need a dribble in case you need to get out of a sticky situation um, with the ball on your foot. So yeah, I think this one is very good as a CDM. Now, okay, James Rodriguez. I think James is gonna be very, very cheap at the start because the pace is gonna scare a lot of people. It's gonna scare a lot of people. But he is very good with shooting, he's very good with passing, he is very good with dribbling. I would worry about the agility and the balance, but you can fix this with some cam styles. Uh, I think he's a very good cam to start the game with because, like you see, this team it has a lot of fast players, so I won't be bombing James up and down. I'm gonna have him like a fixed cam on top and put the balls on the guys that run faster. So the pace won't be that much of a problem if you don't try to sprint. But if you think it's going to be a problem, you can always put cam style to boost the speed. Okay, guys. Maybe an engine would boost the pace and would boost the agility and balance. I think that would be a good shout out. Okay, next we got Antonio. Okay, so like I said at the start of this video, this is my first video. Of course, I wasn't invited, but of course, before I start doing this, I did a lot of research. So that's why some players are very similar, and maybe my ideas are very similar because I have to learn from other people as well. Okay, I learn from what they're saying, and people that have tested the game, they do say that Antonio is really, really good to start with because, as you can see, he is a physical beast. He is so physical. And me, at least me, I don't like, I don't mind. Okay, it's not I don't like. I don't mind if the my striker doesn't have a lot of dribbling because I'm not going to play with the ball with the striker. I'm just gonna go straight in and shoot. So as you can see, you have pace here, 82 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. But the shooting is not that good. This is where the camp styles come in. If you put a hunter camp style, you're gonna get this guy on the 90s, and his shooting is gonna be around 85 because usually it's 10, 15. I know it's something like that. So he's gonna be very good at the start with the hunter camp style. If it doesn't, well, how can I say this? If it doesn't get nerfed, because from last year the camp styles got nerfed, and if this year doesn't get nerfed, you put a hunter on this guy and he's gonna go through the roof. It's gonna be really good. Okay, now you have here Calvert Lewin. Okay, the guy has 83 pace. That's good, with a sprint speed of 87, but he doesn't speed up a lot. Shooting has good positioning. He has good physicality again, like Antonio. It's one of those situations you put a hunter on this guy, and he's gonna be very good to start with. Okay, this would be my first 11 for the Prem. I'm not gonna say prices because I don't even want to try. I know it's easier to get prices, coins right at the start. Right at the start, prices will be very low because there will be people playing on the web app, but they won't be able to play the game, and some people will play the game, but only 10 hours. So the prices won't go very high. I assume the prices will start to rise when the on the 6th, when you have that 3-day period that you can play the game if you pre-ordered the special editions. Okay, guys, so we go down here. We'll go down here to the yeah. We'll go down here to the subs, and I think this is just in case you want an alternative. Okay, so we'll have Pickford here. He's actually good. I don't like his positioning, but it's like I mentioned before. If you put the camp style, you can rise it to the 80s. His reflexes are really good, better than Fabianski. Kicking, I really don't think kicking is important. Okay, next. Stones. I think Stones is going to be the third. It's going to be a third center back. I think you could put Sanchez. I could put Stones instead of Sanchez if you like. But you'll have to put the shadow on him so you can boost that pace because it looks terrible. His defending is already quite solid, but the pace lets him down really bad. Just in case you want an alternative to the left back, because since Tierney is from Arsenal, you might people might want him, like Arsenal fans might want him. So I think this player, Stevens, is quite good to replace him because he has good pace, he has good physicality, he has good defending, and if you put an anchor on him, all of this will boost to the 80s, and it's going to be a very good start with. To start with, in case you don't want Fred, because people might want Fred, I think Dokore is very good. Last year, Dokore in Watford was a beast. He got a lot of upgrades, and going to Everton was a good choice because Everton's playing really good this year. As you can see, he's a physical beast, so he doesn't have a lot of jumping, but he has stamina. He's gonna bomb the full game. He's gonna be really good. He has a lot of strength. His aggression could be a little bit better, but maybe with informs that will improve. His pace is 78 with 68. Sorry, with 64 acceleration and 72 sprint speed, and defending is 76. If you put again, this is gonna end up being maybe expensive because of the chem styles, but even without chem styles for the beginning of the game, it's gonna be really good. But if you put the shadow on him, he's gonna be a very good player to start with. Okay. Then everyone is going crazy with Madison, and I do understand why. I think he might be more expensive than James because, of course, of his pace, and he's English, so it's better to make links. Because James being Colombian is kind of a problem. But this guy is very well rounded. I would probably put a hawk on him, yeah, so I can boost the pace, shooting, and physicality. So yeah, that's good actually. If you okay, Pulisic to the left instead of Foden. So if you want someone with more shooting, you can always go with Pulisic. He has that situation, which he is American, so it might be easier to much cheaper to buy because of his nationality. He won't give that much links. He only basically fits on the Premier League. He doesn't have a lot of shooting. He's very fast. He doesn't have a lot of shooting. He does have some nice dribbling. I would suggest on him. I would probably put a finisher as well because he's already. I think his dribbling is really good, and you want to make the players as more rounded as possible. To finish, if you don't want Antonio or Lewin, you can go with Igalo. I think that's how you say the name. He's Nigerian, so the links won't be that good. So the card might be cheap. He does have decent pace. He does have decent shooting. Dribbling, it's okay. He does have strength, which is good. If you put a hunter on them or a hawk, I think it's going to be a good shout out. So guys, this is my idea for my Premier League team. I hope you like it. I will try to post more videos with more teams, more leagues, more nationalities. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching my first video. I hope you enjoy it. Peace out, and if you want, follow me on my socials down below, and give me a follow on my channel. Subscribe, hit the bell icon so you know when I go live. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Bye.